Good morning, good afternoon or good evening as the case may be. What we're going to do today is look at our second part of our spring training, and what it involves is the chest area, but what we need to realise when we're doing this is we're working the shoulder girdle. These particular exercises that I'm going to perform are going to be leave your egos outside of the gym, okay? So that's what it's about, stabilising the shoulder girdle or the pectoral girdle with these exercises. And then when you come back to bench pressing in a regular manner, you're going to be stronger. So what I say is prevention is better than cure. If you don't do these exercises, you run the risk of getting injured. But you need to do these exercises correctly. That's the main thing. So what we're going to imagine is I've done my 12-minute warm-up, because I like to do my CV in 2 blocks. Today, because it's an upper body session, I would choose to do the rowing machine today as my 12-minute warm-up. So 12-minute warm-up before our weights, and a 12-minute cool down after our weights. And then we select a group of exercises, normally 3 exercises, and today that's about stabilising the hip joint and the hamstrings and the knee joint. So it's to do with the knee joint and the hip joint, those 3 selected exercises, and we will get on to them as well. So without further ado, what we'll do, show you the exercises and away we go. Let me just dispose of this because it is quite warm in here. Okay, so what we're going to start with, now when I'm doing the shoulder girdle, what we're looking for is to keep it nice and strong, and the best way to keep your shoulder girdle or your pectoral girdle strong, get dumbbells. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a set of flies, but what I call them is T-flies, because basically they're in line with your shoulder and they stay in line with your shoulder. You also use an off grip, so your thumb goes nearest the weight. That's an off grip with your thumb. An off grip with your little finger would be down here. Okay, so we want the offset thumb grip, which is up there. Okay, and then what we want to think about when we do them is we're in this position and we go no lower than there. So basically we're in line with our shoulders, and I call them stiff-armed, but you just keep the bend in your arms to keep there. Okay, so I'll perform the exercise, and this is a pre-exhaustion tricep for the pectoral girdle, but heavily emphasising the chest area. So without further ado, let's get on with the exercises. Okay, so we get our dumbbells and we do that thumbs offset grip. Okay, we create a V with the dumbbells. Okay, and then we just go out to the side. Remember, keep the dumbbells level with the shoulders. Now come up and keep the arms stiff, so don't let the bend go out of them. And we do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And what we're going to do, straight in to incline dumbbell press. Palms are facing forwards, elbows out to the side, up we go, 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we put those dumbbells down and we pick up a lighter set of dumbbells. Same thing, thumbs, offset grip, okay? And what we call this one, it used to be called round the world, but what I call it is just a full circle stiff arm dumbbell fly, okay? So we come up here and we actually go back. Now what you want to do is make sure you don't go back too far, because you will get it on the shoulders. Uncomfortable, comfortable. Now we just do a circle, so we go sideways, round to the front, and there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's an old school exercise and it's really good. How many sets would you do here? Remember, we're doing a pre-exhaustion tricep, or what they call a double pre-exhaustion. So we're starting with basically an isolation exercise, then we're going into a multi-jointed exercise, and then we're going into an isolation exercise again. Really, really good way of taking the intensity of your chest to another level. Now, you could do 3 sets of that. But me, I like to go for 2 sets, because the next set of triceps are on a flat bench, okay? So same basic principles here, is to keep the shoulder girdle healthy. So we've started in the weaker position, which is the incline position, okay? And then we drop into the stronger position, which is the flat bench position, okay? So get ourselves ready, and what we'll do, same exercises. And what you'll notice now is the T shape is nice and easy to do, okay? Remember, don't drop below shoulder level when you do it, and do not go too heavy, because there's, I don't hear this talked about much anymore, the pectoral and delt tie-in. That's what you're trying to activate there. So when you come up like that, you've got that slab that the old bodybuilders used to have. You know, the likes of Arnold and his predecessors. You don't see that much in physiques these days, and they don't care about shoulder stability. Why? Because you have to kick the ego out of the gym or out of your home gym, and people are interested in 1 rep maxes. You shouldn't really be interested in 1 rep maxes unless you are a competitive lifter. Okay? The risk of injury with a one rep max is not worth the effort. Okay, so let's go again and show you how we go. Okay, remember, get the bend in the arm, get the V shape with the dumbbells, and we go down and up. Remember, don't drop any lower than the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, palms facing to your feet, elbows out to the side. As quick as we can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put those dumbbells down. Pick your other dumbbells up. And remember, the thumbs grip, and as we come round, okay, we need to be aware that if we drop too low, yeah, we're going to hurt our shoulders. So we need to stay high and create a V shape with the dumbbells. And as we come round with the dumbbells, instead of being palms away from each other, we're going to go palms facing each other. Okay? So there. And like I said, this used to be called Around the World. It's an old exercise. Create the V, and around we come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, what we would do there, again, you could do 1 set of that or 3 sets, depending on what you want to do. It's up to you. I tend to do 2 sets because triceps, especially pre-exhaustion triceps, really take their toll on your muscles. And remember, we're doing two types of trisets. The inclined, so that's 2 sets for chest, and then we've got another 2 sets of chest, and then we're done. That's simple. But if you want to add more sets, that's entirely up to you. But be aware, use light weights on this, because like I said, this is prevention of injuries. That's why we're working the shoulder girdle in this way. People do say that you shouldn't use flies, but if you look back to pre-Arnold era and see some of the thick chests that were around then, and particularly how strong they were as well, because they strengthened the weak point, the pectoral and shoulder tie-in. But do not go below shoulder level when you do the flies, okay? And find that sweet spot where you do random welds, yeah? Don't let that be in line with, we just imagine I'm laying down. Don't let it be there, because you're going to damage yourself. So start there, okay? And then come round in a nice circle, okay? And remember the V shape. And if you need to go over the video again, that's fine. Just go back and watch how I do it. Not a problem. Okay, the next bit of the exercise is, it depends what you've got, but what I like to do is old style, to activate my calves and my hamstrings together, and then activate my hamstrings and my glutes, and also to stabilise the core. And so I use the stability ball, I use iron boots, and that's what I tend to like, okay? So we're just going to set that up, and I'll be back in a minute. So what we can do is we can use the iron boots like this, as I've got them on, or we can put a dumbbell rod through the middle to do our toes pointed leg curl. And when we use it with toes pointed, it engages the calf muscles, because the calves help to bend the leg, and it'll also be exercising the hamstrings. So we're going to do 15 movements, and then we're going to move to the next exercise, which is the stability ball exercises. And as you know, I need to get my middle section in such a way that it's very easy. So I'm using the stability ball for certain exercises, and you will find, if you have a stability ball, the exercises that I recommend will also help you and give you an option to do leg curls. So this one is iron boot floor leg curls with your toes pointed. Okay, so let's show you how to do that. So we're going to lay face down, we're going to point our toes, and all we're going to do is be here. Squeeze the glutes so that your hips stay on the floor, okay? And that helps you when you point your toes. Forcefully point the toes, and then away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now with these exercises, what I'll do exactly like I do my middle section. I will only start with one set of leg curls in the first month. The same on the stability ball, only one set in the first month. The second month I will go to 2 sets, and the third month I will be doing 3 sets. So that's how I do. These are selected exercises for stabilisation to help me in my middle section, okay, but also help other weak body parts like the knee joint area and the hip joint area. Okay, so let's move on to the stability ball, which you will find interesting because it's something different from what you would normally do, and it also works your middle section quite effectively. So let's get to that, and we're not only going to do like leg curls on the stability ball, we're also going to do hip raises on the stability ball, again to challenge the middle section in a totally different way to what it would normally be done. But what I normally do is do the leg curls first, and then do the hip extensions, and that's how I normally do it. So let's get on with the exercises. So the ball goes there like so, and what you're going to do is find this one. You're going to do a hip raise, okay, and then all you're going to do is go leg curl. 1, 2, 3, and you can see I've got to control this ball, and that means I've got to control my middle section. So real gentle exercise on the middle section. 4, but really good for the hamstrings. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you're only moving at the knees with that one. So again, you're really working the knee joint there. So the calves are getting involved to a degree, and the hamstrings are getting involved to a degree. And where you're keeping your body in that kind of position, you're really working the glutes. Now, the next part of the exercise is basically all you're going to do is you're going to do the hip raise. Okay, so we're going to go from here to here and just squeeze the glutes and down. Okay, so, and again, you're having to stabilise the ball. So you can see my middle section has to balance me. Okay, so away we go. Hands at the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you're still going to feel that in the hamstrings. So it's getting the hamstrings and the glutes, and because you're having to stabilise yourself, it's a really good core exercise as well. So that's why I use the stability ball like so. Okay. So for anybody who wants to train their glutes in with those like hip raises or hip extensions, whatever you want to call them, on the stability ball, it is a tremendous exercise, you know. So it will help your middle section, it will help your glutes, it will help your hamstring tie in with your glutes nicely. So it'll give you a nice contour to your glutes and your hamstrings. And the iron boot leg curls will give you a good lower hamstring development as well as the calf development. Okay, that's enough of that. How many, I think I've said it, but each exercise would be done for 15 reps, and the first month they would only be done for one set, but that's only because I'm rehabbing my middle section and I'm taking my time. Now, how would I recommend this? If you've got a good middle section and you want to use these exercises, feel free to. That's what I'm here for, to help you guys, right? But me, my chosen method to perform it is month number one set of each exercises, so as I perfect the exercise. Month number two sets of each exercise. Month number three sets of each exercise. But you're not me, okay? You've not got the problem that I've got with my middle section of rehabbing it. So you could actually do 3 sets straight off the bat, but I would do them nice and steady, nice and slowly, okay? And they will challenge you, especially the stability ball. The stability ball is a wicked piece of equipment that challenges your middle section in a totally different manner, and is really gentle for you, and anybody can do them, okay? So I will be doing some stability ball videos, but I just want to see what you guys like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say good night and God bless. Give me a thumbs up if you think the video is worth a thumbs up, and if you like the content, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening to me. Take care now, guys.